I think you're right, especially in PT, especially in therapy. It has been so taboo for forever, except for among the small group of profitable business owners. But now I think with social media, it's a good thing. It's probably a good and a bad thing, but people are becoming more knowledgeable about it. And I think they're starting to speak up and kind of know their worth, which is, of course, an amazing thing. As far as like those other topics that you talked about, like CAC, LTV, and all these things, yeah, a bunch of companies don't talk about this, especially in home health. Like, I haven't talked to anybody who's talking about lifetime value, cost to acquire a customer, and these things, but like it's an old school industry. And like I do old school marketing, I
Yeah, yep,
do new
yep.
style marketing, right? So like I've got all the CRMs, we developed our own staffing software. You mentioned Twilio, we integrate through Twilio. And like, I'm very tech savvy and that stuff, but some old stuff works. Like we send these mailers out, and like I know how much to send this mailer to the top 500 agencies in my market cost, and I know how many calls I have to do to follow up. I know how many of those end up signing on. Yeah. And so like if we can call this a campaign because it's these old school mailers, if this campaign, the numbers don't make sense, we're not acquiring new agencies, which ultimately means we're not acquiring new patients. Like I got to kill that campaign. It doesn't work. When I talk like under home health leaders, I consult with a bunch of different business owners. A lot of them own mobile outpatient practices. And for whatever reason, they want to get into the home health side as well. And so I talk to them, I say, like, I know you may have trouble acquiring patients. That's often a difficult thing for like startup mobile outpatients, or they don't want to market to doctors, or they don't want to do XYZ to get patients. They go to gyms and do free assessments. They don't want to do those things. I say, cool, let's get you into home health. We'll make the contract so that without having to market and do all those things, like you just get a bunch of leads, a bunch of patients referred to you. And then the beauty with your current business of an outpatient mobile company is when they're no longer homebound, you can enroll them in your outpatient mobile practice. You can continue to provide excellent service, get them better so that they're not being re-referred 6-9 months later. And it extends the lifetime value of that patient. So instead of just seeing them in home health, this portion of the story, or just seeing them in outpatient mobile, this portion of the story, you've captured that patient for that whole experience. You're able to bill more, you're able to provide more impact and value to the patient as well. So it's an important topic, and anyone who isn't talking about that is probably shooting themselves in the foot.
If you'd like to learn more about Strata PT and see how our EMR and RCM works, head over to stratapt.com to book a demo.